2 other men, both criminals, were also led out with him to be executed. When they came to the place called the Skull, there they crucified him, along with the criminals, one on his right, the other on his left. Jesus said,
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
One of the criminals who hung there hurled insults at him. "Aren't you the Christ? Save yourself and us." But the other criminal rebuked him. "Don't you fear God," he said, "since you are under the same sentence? We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong." Then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." Jesus answered him,
Truly, I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise.
His wondrous pity see, unto the thief he cries, today I tell you, you will be with me in paradise.
Near the cross of Jesus stood his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Cleopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus saw his mother there, and the disciple whom he loved, standing nearby, he said to his mother,
Woman, behold your son.
and to the disciple,
Behold your mother.
From that time on, this disciple took her into his home.
To Mary looking on, behold your son, he says, behold your mother, the son John loves burden gently lays.
From the 6th hour until the 9th hour, darkness came over all the land. About the 9th hour, Jesus cried out in a loud voice,
Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. My God, why have you forsaken me?
When some of those standing there heard this, they said, He's calling Elijah.
Now hear the awful cry, sin's dreadful burden see. My God, the sun shines, why have you forsaken me?
Later, knowing that all was now completed, and so that the scripture would be fulfilled, Jesus said,
I thirst.
A jar of wine vinegar was there, so they soaked a sponge in it, put the sponge on a stalk of the hyssop plant, and lifted it to Jesus' lips.
As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done its worst. From hell's dread agony he cries, a simple word I thirst. As one of us he dies, sin's power has done
When he had received the drink, Jesus said,
"It is finished."
With that, he bowed his head and gave up his spirit.
"'Tis finished," says the Lord, the burden on him laid, of sinful thought and deed and word, the debt is fully paid.
It was now about the 6th hour, and darkness came over the whole land until the 9th hour, for the sun stopped shining, and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Jesus called out with a loud voice,
"Father, into your hands I commit my spirit."
When he had said this, he breathed his last. When the centurion, who stood there in front of Jesus, heard his cry and saw how he died, he said, "Surely this man was the Son of God."
Father, into your hands my spirit I commend, and he who hears and understands receives him at the end.
Later, Joseph of Arimathea asked Pilate for the body of Jesus. Now Joseph was a disciple of Jesus, but secretly, because he feared the Jews. With Pilate's permission, he came and took the body away. He was accompanied by Nicodemus, the man who earlier had visited Jesus at night. Nicodemus brought a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 75 pounds. Taking Jesus' body, the two of them wrapped it, with the spices, in strips of linen. This was in accordance with Jewish burial customs. At the place where Jesus was crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb, in which no one had ever been laid. Because it was the Jewish day of preparation, and since the tomb was nearby, they laid Jesus there.